Coach Ewing tonight goes to Kareem Copeland from the Washington Post.
Hey, Patrick, congratulations.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask, another game where, you guys were tested down the stretch. What's it say about you guys that you're able to hold on?
That was a tough game. We made too many mistakes, mental errors, gave them all those offensive rebounds in the second half. We had the game in hand. We were up by about 19, and we just let them come back. We turned it over. They got second shots, and all that hurt us. But we still was able to do enough things to be able to come away with a win against a very good team.
I got to ask about Javon, about him coming off the bench. Was that just kind of another coach's decision?
Yeah, coach's decision. Everything is coach's decision.
And how huge was he and Jamorko on senior day, especially kind of during that run in the first half where you guys extended it a little bit?
I thought all of them did well. Both Javon, Jamorko, Chudier, Don, all of them did enough things to help us to get a win.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bobby Bancroft, SB Nation.
Patrick, you guys are kind of becoming defensive. What's been the success recently? DePaul today, Butler, you guys are winning defensively where, a lot of the times it's been the offense that's got you guys through.
Yeah, I think we work on our defense every day. Every practice, I should say, we work on our defense. And, it's been clicking for us of late. And it has to continue if we want to do some damage in the Big East tournament. We have a big game coming up versus Connecticut. They beat us here the last time we played them, and then we go to New York for the Big East tournament. So we have to continue with our defense, but we also have to improve on a lot of different things. Rebounding the basketball. I thought we were a little bit selfish in the second half, and that allowed them to come back into the game.
And then tonight on a bunch of occasions, you guys went a little bit smaller without Kudus or Timothy in there. What is your observation of that unit?
Well, you got to have an ace card in your back pocket. Fremantle he didn't have his shot going for most of the game, and then he got it going towards the end. So the game got tight, got close. So I made that decision to go small. I thought it helped us.
Yeah.
But we definitely need Q in the game when we can, and definitely being able to dominate them, when he has the opportunity. And I thought he did a much better job today of passing the ball out of the double team.
This.
John Fanta, the Big East Conference.
Patrick, congratulations. We've talked throughout Jamorko's career about what you expect of him and what he brings to the table. And sometimes there's things that you don't necessarily see on a stat sheet that he's brought to the table throughout his career. But tonight he came up with that huge and one late when it was a 3-point game on the dunk. How much does a play like that embody what he's kind of been, and how would you reflect on a senior night, how he's been for you?
Well, he's been through the fire. Both he and Javon, came as freshmen. They got a lot of minutes. The second year, we had another group of freshmen come in. Jamorko still was able to get minutes. Javon, not so much. Last year, Javon and he we had to play them, I think, 40 minutes a game. But they've grown a lot. They still have a lot more growing to do. But Jamorko had a tremendous game for us today. To me, that was a bad pass that Chudier threw, but he willed himself to go get that ball and able to put it in. I wish he had made the free throw, but he was able to put it in and get fouled.
To hold this Xavier offense to 32% from the floor, they've been a good 3-point shooting team. They've been a better scoring team this year. What did you think was the defensive key to doing that against a Xavier team that's been pretty solid on the offensive end?
I just thought that, guys were locked in, to a man. Everyone was locked in. We guarded the ball well. We guarded their pick and roll well. We didn't get everything that they got. They had to work for. The only thing the negative that I have right now, I still have to watch the film, is that we gave them 17 offensive rebounds.
You know, it's March, and I know that this is that crucial time of year. What do you think after all the ups, downs, everything that's happened this year between COVID and everything else? What can you say about your team's mindset right now in that locker room?
I think we have the right mindset. You know, if you look at it, we were the last team to come back on campus. Everybody else was ahead of us in terms of chemistry, working out the kinks. But when we got on campus, we were behind. But it took time for us to gel and to get used to each other. And I think we're peaking at the right time.
Thanks.
Ron Bailey, Rivals and TheHoyerReport.com.
For most of the game, you guys pretty much curtailed their paint touches and scores, but not to close it. Was it something different that they were doing that were allowing them to get those feet in the paint and get closer to the rim and score to close the game?
Well, they were putting their heads down and driving, but I think where they got, they got some offensive rebound. They had 17. They were some of them they were able to score on some. And we just didn't do a good job of closing out the game. They were getting in the gaps and kicking it out for three. So we just have to continue to work and continue to get better.
Are you guys really looking forward to probably trying to secure that fifth place, or are you just putting your head down and just taking wins as they come?
I'm just taking wins as they come. You know, I can't worry about, what other people is doing. All we have to do is worry about us. If we win, and then, things will fall where it may.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Our final question goes to Patrick Waring from the Nuts and Bolts Sports Hour.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
All right. The game appeared and looked to be physical and chippy during much of the game.
It was.
How do you think your guys responded to it, and how do you think they played through that?
That's one of the things I was talking to them about in the timeouts. I said, look, and especially we was up. You can't let other people get you out of your game by talking smack or, hit there, hit here, hit there. You just got to stay focused and just continue to move on to the next play. That's something that I've been talking to them about since we started practicing, because we have our managers reffing the practice, and they get mad at the calls that they make. I'm like, look, they're not real refs. You just got to move on to the next. That's going to help you when the games start. And I thought that we did a much better job today of not letting the chippiness take us out of our game.
And you've talked before about not being the spoiler by concentrating on what you guys do well and just focusing on how you play. You guys are 6-3 now since the pause. Do you feel like you're playing your best basketball right now?
Yes, I do. I do believe we're playing our best basketball, and our defense is right there. And then if we continue to move the ball and share the ball, our offense will be right there. So, we just have to, continue to focus, continue to play hard, practice hard, and then get ourselves ready for the next opponent.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations. Okay, we are going to take a break and have a player coming. So if everyone wants to hold tight, that will be happening in a bit. Thank you. Who had his 9th career double-double today with 16 points and 11 rebounds. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Our first question for Chudier goes to Kareem Copeland from the Washington Post.
Chudier, congratulations, man.
Appreciate it.
What got into you with them 4 threes in that second half, and just how big was that to kind of hold off that comeback?
Oh yeah, that was huge. I think it was a huge win for us. Shout out to my teammates for finding me when I was open, and it was a huge win. It was a must win for us.
And I want to ask, what's the feel around the program right now? You guys have won 6 of 9. You guys are rolling, playing. Patrick just said you're playing the best ball of the season. What's clicking so well, and how do you guys feel as a group?
We feel really good. like you said, we're clicking really well. You know, we playing together, we sharing the ball, and we just playing really unselfish right now. Just you know, everybody's main focus is just winning. That's what we're trying to do going into the Big East tournament.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bobby Bancroft, SB Nation.
Hey, Chudy, obviously the whole season's been, you know, weird, but it was senior night. Did it have any sort of special feel for you?
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's unfortunate that we couldn't have, you know, our family here or our fans here to watch the game, but you know, us three seniors, me, Jamorko, and Javon, we definitely wanted to come out with a win tonight, and you know, wanted to play well too.
And then, you know, you've obviously this is your only year here, but beating Xavier, Xavier's kind of had Georgetown's number. Is that something as a team that you guys talk about, you're aware of coming to a matchup like this?
Not really. I wasn't really aware of it really. You know, we just want to win each game that we can. You know, whoever is next on our schedule, we want to win that game. So yeah, even though it's my first year here, you know, I'm happy that we're rolling right now.
Do you feel like you can play with anyone in the Big East heading into the tournament?
Yeah, for sure. I feel very confident with this team that we got. You know, we could play with any team in the country, I feel like. So yeah.
All right, thank you.
John Fanta, the Big East Digital Network.
Chudy, and congrats on the win, what are the key ingredients that you're seeing out of this group that can lead you to competing with anybody?
You know, definitely moving the ball. Everybody touching it, sharing it. Everybody playing unselfish. You know, rebounding, and then you know our defense. I feel like our defense is our best weapon on our team. You know, being able to defend out there. So yeah, that's it.
Sticking with that defensive, you know, mindset and the execution of it, that's been something that I know this is your first year with the program, but it's been something that the program's been striving for. What can you tell us, you know, inside practice and day in, day out, kind of what goes into this group and how you guys have been able to get better defensively as the season's gone on?
You know, we compete in practice a lot. You know, we go at it every single day. So you know, iron sharpens iron, and you know, we just like to go at it. We like to compete, and when you compete like that and you make practices like games, then it carries over to the game.
I guess I'll ask, you know, it's a senior night unlike any other. Sorry that it's not the same as the regular one. Anything special from your family? I don't know if it's a message or something that was either done or being done for you that, you know, makes it feel a little bit special here tonight.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet, but I know that, you know, my family's probably sending me some text messages, and you know, they're happy that we got the win. But I feel like we got a special group here with a special group of seniors, and you know, we want to go to the Big East and be the best team that we can be.
Congrats.
Okay, our final question goes to Ron Bailey from rivalsandthehoyareport.com.
Hey, thanks. Those guys went small, Chudy, to close the game for about 3-4 minutes or whatever. You know, you guys, they went small and you guys matched them going small. Do you like going small? Does that give you any advantages defensively or offensively?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when we go small, we could switch 1 through 5 with that lineup. You know, we're a very versatile team. You know, we've been saying that all year, and yeah, we could play a lot of different ways. So that's why I feel like we'll definitely give a lot of teams trouble in the Big East tournament.
Why do you think that those guys were able to manufacture some paint touches to close the game, whereas throughout the contest they struggled doing that? Was it something that they did differently, or did you guys just have some breakdowns and they were able to dribble the ball into the paint?
Yeah, I don't think it was something they did. I think it was us not staying locked in on our game plan for the game. And you know, when you have good offense, that helps your defense. And I feel like we weren't moving the ball as well as we should have as we were in the first half. So that kind of hurt our defense.
Okay, and lastly, I know you want to go. What's the word? I'm sorry. Once the fifth seed thing, are you tied into that? Are you focused in on that at all, or are you just playing ball?
Yeah, no, we just playing ball. We just want to win every game that's on our schedule. And, we want to go win our last game at UConn and then go to the Big East on a high note.
Okay, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you,
I
Chudier.
appreciate it.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We're just going to with senior Pickett, Jamorko. Game high 8 points tonight. Us. Question goes to Kareem Copeland from the Washington Post.
Jamorko, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm just curious, what did gone through so much through these 4 years? What did it mean for you guys to kind of close out on a senior night on a high note with both of you playing well, and especially kind of having that stretch where you guys stretched it out in the first half?
I mean, it means a lot for me. I can't really speak for him. I'm sure it means a lot for him too. It was a lot of mixed emotions today, knowing that this is not my last game, but my last game here at Georgetown. But we just want to win out, this game, man, going to the next game, going into the Big East on a high note. But winning today means a lot, especially with it being senior night.
And what do you guys take from a game like this where you got tested down the stretch? I mean, you guys have won in so many kind of different ways, but you had to hold them off after kind of getting the big league. What do you guys learn from that or take from that?
I mean, it wasn't our first time being in a situation like that. Going into the Villanova game, it was the same way. We had a big lead at halftime, the Butler game, plenty of other games that I can't really think of right now, that going into the halftime or the last, 10 minutes left in the game, we have a big lead, a comfortable lead, and we just relax. And I think today, in the first half, even if we weren't scoring, we weren't letting them score either. And I think in the second half, we gave up way too many offensive rebounds, and those second chance points is what got them back into the game.
Thank you.
Patrick Waring, the Nuts and Bolts Sports Hour.
Hey, Jamorko, congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you.
I want to ask you just kind of, with it being senior night, but at the same time with you guys staying focused on your goal of finishing strong, was it hard for you to kind of juggle different emotions, or were you locked in like pretty much just like a regular game?
Nah, I mean, it don't matter if this was my last game, my first game, senior night, my mother's birthday. I go into pretty much every game with the same mindset.
All right. And then you've had in the DePaul game, when you guys went on that run, you had some huge baskets. Today you made some big plays, had some huge plays down the stretch. With you being that leader role, is that just something that you just kind of knew you guys need this win? You got to do whatever you got to do to make a play?
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much always been like that. If I'm scoring the ball, if I'm blocking shots, rebounding, just do whatever it takes to win. I've always been that kind of player.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, Ron Bailey from rivalsandthehoyereport.com.
Okay, I asked Bile and Ewing this. I'm going to ask you as well. Are you paying attention to any seating arrangements or possible seating arrangements in the Big East tournament about being, the fifth seed or whatever? Are you paying attention to that at all?
Nah, not really. We just want to win as many games as possible.
Okay. You really were stout to close the game. Your coach even talked about the time it was a Bile pass. It's kind of an off pass, but you willed yourself to the ball, put it up. How long has it been in the making for you to be able to do something like that? Because, there was no hesitance this time. You went after the ball and you went and got it. How long has it taken you to get to the point where you can do that?
Not really long. I started off playing football. I got pretty good hands. Chudier trusted in me. He threw the pass. It wasn't the best pass, and I knew I could grab it. I had a smaller dude on me. I just went out there and I grabbed it.
Okay. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Bobby Bancroft, SB Nation.
Jamorko, you guys are obviously playing some of the best basketball of the season right now. It seems like one of the differences is defense. Would you say that's what's kind of led to this? And does that make you a dangerous team heading to New York?
100%. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the TV, but going into, I know when we closer to the TV timeout, I just scream to the guys, one more stop, one more stop. So yeah, I definitely think that our defense is what could set us apart from other teams.
And then I know you obviously have more basketball to play this season, but is this maybe like the best team that you've been on heading into the end of the season?
I mean, I've been on some pretty good teams. My freshman year we had Marcus and Jesse. My sophomore year we had Jesse, James, Mac, and Josh. Last year Jake and Terrell. So I've been on some pretty good teams. I'm not sure where this team ranks.
I guess, sorry, maybe asking a different way, maybe like peaking at the right time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the right time. It was a little late into the season, but better late than never.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our final question of the night goes to John Fanta from the Big East Digital Network.
Yeah, Jamorko, how much pride do you take, kind of going off that point of when you turned everybody and say one more stop? How much pride do you take to be that guy that is the backbone of this defense?
I mean, I take a lot of pride in it. Just defense, period. No matter if I know the guys got my back on the defensive end, and I got their back on the defensive end. Sometimes they just need to hear that, that vocal one more stop, and that just makes everyone lock in a little more.
I guess I don't think I'm going to have a chance to talk to you on Saturday or before, but I'm just curious here. Next week is the Big East tournament, and we all know what happened last year. For you now as a senior, how would you describe the opportunity to get back into the Garden and, knock on wood, health, safety, and play a Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden?
I mean, we just gonna take it one game at a time. But I'm extremely blessed to be able to say that I've played in the Garden. I know the previous years we haven't had the success that we wanted going into the Big East tournament, but this year we're extremely confident in ourselves and what we can do, and we going in with the mindset, nothing less than winning.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Jamorko. Great way to end it. Congratulations.
Thank you.